Hello and welcome back to Higher Sense with Haz, and today's review is going to be Ganymede by Marc-Antoine Barrois. Okay, so before today's review, first things first. Yes, it is me. I happen to have a bit of an accident with my shaver, so I've lost my beard. So I look a bit silly today, but never mind. Second thing, as you eagle-eye viewers can probably see, is I've got a bit of a injury up here. So I went to the gym earlier, split my eye, never mind, carried on training.
Pain don't hurt.
Probably need a couple of stitches put in there, but hey, there's videos to be shot. And they say bad luck comes in threes. So the good news for you is continue watching and we'll see me light explode or the ceiling fall in or something like that. But anyway, if you like the dedication to the cause, like and subscribe to see more dedicated content. Right, on with the review. So, Ganymede by Marc-Antoine Barrois. This is an EDP version, as you can see hopefully on the bottom there. You can get this in an extrait de parfum. It's similar notes but different. I do prefer the EDP. So this is a 100 milliliter bottle. It's a very nice bottle. It's got a lovely, it's like a printed plaque on the front there. It's also got the house logo on the top and the name of the fragrances on there. Like I say, it's 100 milliliter EDP, and you can get this currently for £167, which is £1.67 per milliliter. Now, for me, for a niche fragrance like this, I think that's really good value. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to review this for you today, because at Higher Sense, yes, we love niche perfumery, but we can also get behind a nice, affordable value for money price, which I believe this is. We'll put the notes on your screen now so you can have a quick look. But what I will say while you're looking through the notes is this fragrance is something which you need to get your nose on. So the Fragrantica notes aren't really going to help you here. We've had a quick look at the bottle. The cap is metallic, clicks into place nicely so it's not coming off. It's not magnetic, but everything else about this fragrance is. Let's have a look at the atomizer. It's a very nice atomizer. It is pressure sensitive, get a nice cloud of fragrance. So as usual, we'll do one in the air as we have, and one on the strip. Give that a bit of a waft. Let's give it 2 on the strip. I'm going to change that now. It's going to be 1 in the air, 2 on the strip. That's going to be the way we do things at Higher Sense. Okay, so off the bat, now I'm going to have to describe it more than the notes here. The instant hit that you get is mineralic. It's metallic. So it's not quite ocean minerals, but it's a fresh, clean, metallic smell that you get off the bat. Now, looking at the other notes that's in there, there's a touch of citrus, yes. Do you get some greeny type florals? Very slightly. And in the base, there is suede, mineral notes and woods, which, as the fragrance progresses, you do get that. But what I will say is that this is a very unique fragrance. It's one that you must test. Don't blind buy this because it's very divisive. Now, the perfumer, Quentin Bish, he has an equal number of lovers and haters. Do a bit of research on him and you'll see why. But I think this very much epitomizes Quentin at his best for me. Now, this is very unique. That's another reason why I wanted to review this for you, because at my stage in my fragrance journey, I want to try things that either blow me away, that's what I want in my collection, or something which is unique that I've never smelled before, that doesn't smell like anything else. And this smells just like that. It's different than anything else. It's very divisive. Best way I can describe it for you is it smells like a surgeon's tray after they've disinfected it. It smells like maybe the inside of a new car. Air conditioning, when you turn it on, you get that chilly blast. It smells a bit like that. Or since it is a bit weird, if you ever play tennis, do you know when you open a new tube of tennis balls and you open them up and you get that kind of that rubbery metal smell? It smells just like that. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking, well, why would we want to smell like this? Now, for me, it's unique, it's different, it's divisive. I love this personally. Now, it's called Ganymede, which is one of Jupiter's moons. And I think the fragrance itself, and certainly the perfumer, wanted to give you kind of an outer worldly experience. Now, does this smell like outer space? I think it does personally. Haven't been to outer space, but if you imagine a space station or in a spacesuit, in a rocket, in orbit, I think this is the kind of smell you'll get. It's difficult for me to describe, but that's why I get paid the big bucks here at Higher Sense. But it's metallic, it's mineralic, it's slightly chilled, but it's also got a little bit of peppery spice in there. There's a few elements to this. It doesn't smell natural, however, and that's why I think when I say, does it smell outer-worldly? Yes, it does. But it's very unique, it's very different, and I would say get your nose on this. But I think it is going to be either love it or hate it type of fragrance. Now, I've described that the best I can. The projection on this, I think the projection's decent. 2 feet. I think it depends on your skin type. For me, it does lie slightly flat, but for other people, they say it projects really well. So again, this is one that you're going to have to try on your skin. But for me, I don't think it's quite intimate, but neither is it enormous. Now, for French perfumery, I think it fits that bill very well. It's a nice projector. It's got a nice aura. The longevity on this, I think it's decent. It's an EDP concentration. I would say that longevity, I get between 6 and 8 hours for this, a decent performance. I think it's one that you have to try on your skin, because from the reviews I've read, some people say it lasts forever. Other people says it's a bit fleeting on the skin. Now, I do go a bit nose blind to the ingredients in here, so I may be slightly off on the projection. From the reviews, people say it's a decent projector, so I'm happy to go along with that. I'm not sure that this is the most versatile of fragrances. So for me, it's more of a slightly mature, dressed up kind of scent. It is classy and it is elegant and it is quite gentlemanly. It's not playful, it's not sweet, and it's not for the youthful demographic. So I would wear this potentially to work, possibly, but more for business meetings, evening socials maybe, or to the more important events that you've got. I think that this would suit a nice suit and tie very well, maybe even a tuxedo. But if you want to dress smart and you're either meeting people of importance or you're doing something which has got some professionalism in it, then I think Ganymede by Marc-Antoine Barrois would be a very good selection. I think it is fairly versatile for where you want to wear this throughout the year. I think personally, because it's a bit ozonic, mineralic, metallic, it's quite light and airy, I would say spring would be good for this, potentially into summer, because it's not an in-your-face kind of fragrance, so I think in the summer it could work. Also in autumn, I think it's got enough wood and enough bite from the metallic that you could wear it in autumn. So for me, I would say spring or autumn. It's unusual to get a fragrance where the seasons are split apart. Normally you get spring, maybe summer, autumn, maybe winter, but it's unusual that you get an overlap. But that's why I think this has some versatility and it's quite unique and divisive. Spring and autumn. That's unusual, but for me, I think this could be worn all year round in the correct circumstances. Into the dry down. This fragrance is fairly linear, but it does develop as time goes on. You get a bit more wood, a slight bit of leather, and it tames down a little bit, and it's very pleasant. This is a fragrance that I can recommend to yourselves, especially if you want something which could be a talking point, if you're a bit different and you want something unique. Now, I'm somebody who looks for uniqueness. I like divisiveness. I like fragrances that cause discussion or for people to go, I wonder what all that's about. Let's ask him. Let's see what's in it. Let's see what it is. That's what I like here at Higher Sense. So for me, Ganymede by Marc-Antoine Barrois is one that I would recommend you get your nose on. And overall, I think it's a very good fragrance, and it's one where it'll fit in most people's collection because I don't think there's much like this. Ganymede by Marc-Antoine Barrois. It's ethereal, it's metallic, it's light and airy, it's unique, and it's divisive. But does it have the reputation for being an outer-worldly experience? For me, I think that it does.